Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Ryan, and today I wanted to show you guys a new app that I just launched that is absolutely revolutionary in the AI space. So basically, I created an app that allows you to clone any voice, whether it's from a recording that you make right now or from a voice message that a friend sent you. And I'll show you guys how it works right now. So you first give it an audio file, or you can record your voice. Let's try it. What's up? This is just me talking for me to test the TwinSpeak AI capability. So after that's done, you can give it a script like, I don't know, this is a YouTube video showing the world how I code. Click on generate. Let him cook. And you might have just heard a Discord alert. That's something that I want to talk about. How I've been really leveraging Discord to basically handle all of my alerts and observability. So once this is done, I'll show you guys the magic. And I mainly just wanted to make this video to show you guys the tech stack that I'm using and how I'm able to move very quickly. I've kind of found, in my opinion, the best tech stack for deploying web apps, the cheapest, fastest, most state-of-the-art technology as of March 2026. So let's just see.
This is a YouTube video showing the world how I code.
So not that bad, honestly. The reason why it's kind of filtery is because it actually takes the same quality of the microphone, and I actually it was using my MacBook audio. I added a couple cool features like to share it on WhatsApp. Like you can copy a link, and it actually gives you a shortened link like this. And it's kind of a more minimal view just for sharing it with people. The way that this shortened URL works is that it's simply the first 8 characters of the normal UUID. And it's still pretty much impossible that there's going to be a collision. But anyways, let's jump into it. So I basically built this whole app with SvelteKit and Cloudflare. For those of you who live under a rock, SvelteKit is a JavaScript framework for building web apps. And I've tried every framework, every big player in the game, you name it, Next.js, Vue, TanStack, Angular, but nothing compares to just the magic of Svelte. It basically just provides a very, very quick developer experience for just building any app that you want. And it's also really easy to deploy to any environment. I'll talk about Cloudflare in a second. Tailwind, forgot to mention. And I actually tried Daisy UI for the first time. It's a component library that a lot of people seem to really like. And I'm using it for a few things, like this drop down, a couple buttons. I have an about page that has this nice accordion. And that's all coming from Daisy UI. It's really easy. It's like really lightweight, really drop in and play. For the icons, I'm using Iconify. If you're not using Iconify, I don't know how you're alive. It's basically one NPM package that contains every single icon, and it's really easy to use. And it also has like full color icons, like these Google logos that I have. So if I sign out, you know, see this Google logo. It's cool. And font source, it's another really, really great NPM package for loading any font. I think they're all directly sourced from Google, but it's just so much easier to work with. Basically, the way it works is that anytime you want to use a new font, you just install the package. In my case, I'm using Inter and Roboto Mono, and then you just add it to your CSS file. Let's move on. So authentication, I'm using BetterAuth. Again, really great developer experience, no complaints. And I'm using Resend to trigger the verification emails. Neon for the database with Drizzle. It's just really, really easy to spin up a Neon database. And I'm not even leveraging Neon to the fullest of its potential because they provide, at least with Cloudflare, they provide this special dynamic connection string specifically for Postgres that kind of caches requests. I'm not sure too much what it does, but they just say it accelerates queries. But yeah, I'm just using the basic Neon connection string that they provide, and no complaints there. And I have everything deployed as a Cloudflare worker. So I'll talk about it in another video, but as of right now, there's nothing in my mind that will ever make me use Vercel ever again. I'm basically fully invested in the Cloudflare ecosystem for a few reasons. The first reason is that it's so much cheaper than Vercel. Basically every single service that Cloudflare provides compared to Vercel, it's at least 10 times cheaper. The deployment is also just as easy, and it's faster. Like, there's so many benchmarks that actually show every request how much faster it is on a Vercel environment. And the main reason for that is that Cloudflare uses their own JavaScript runtime that they created called Workerd or something like this, like Workerd. And they're like these little V8 engines that I don't know too much how it works, but it's faster than Vercel. Vercel has they spin up a mini environment every time you invoke a function, whereas with Cloudflare you basically just hit their CDNs and it's like always on hot standby. Like, I need to research more on the architecture, but just check it out. It's legitimately faster. I'm using R2 also. So earlier when I was testing it, we basically make a client-side upload and we store the file, the audio file in R2. And again, it's so much cheaper than Vercel's equivalent. Vercel has what's called blob storage. And like every metric is just so much cheaper. And once you're already in a Cloudflare environment, it becomes so much easier to attach any additional web service. So there we go. For the main AI provider, I'm using FOW. So this is something new that I'm trying out. FOW is a really cool kind of AI marketplace that hosts a lot of AI models, anything from image generation to video generation. And they have a lot of statements saying how they're one of the fastest inference providers. Basically, they have a lot of GPUs on hot standby. And you basically just put in some money, like credits, and then you can get an API key. And they basically abstract a lot of the complexity from self-hosting your own model. And I'm using this model called F5 TTS. It's supposed to be one of the best state-of-the-art open source text-to-speech models that does really well with voice cloning. Something I want to do in the future is really make it better for multi-language, because right now this model is kind of trained mostly on English and Chinese. But if I want to eventually make it more multilingual, I'll have to explore other ways. But it's good for like V1. I'm using Doppler. Again, this is another tool that once you start using, or at least for me, I can't imagine managing my secrets any other way. It's basically an environment variable manager. So I don't ever use .env files anymore. The way that it works is that you simply create a project and you add all your secrets here. You have a staging, you can add any environment that you want. And then when you run the dev server locally, like in my case, I can just run bun dev. And I have it set up where I'm basically piping all the secrets from Doppler into my Vite environment. And it's also really great to sync with other environments. Like I mentioned that how I have my app deployed to Cloudflare. You can just run the Doppler push and it syncs all of your secrets with your deployed environment. Let's talk about payments. Everyone's favorite thing to talk about. So I'm using Polar, and this is another platform which I'm just kind of in love with. You can see how much money I'm making with this app. So it's just a wrapper around Stripe, but they just make it so much easier to set up a payment system for any SaaS application. You basically just define the products that you want, and you can, the way that I'm personally doing it is that for each product, they have a product ID. And I have a JSON stored in my environment variable called Polar Product IDs. And it's basically something that looks like this. For the key name, I have the product name, like Pro Monthly, and then the ID. And then, Pro Unlimited, whatever I called it. And then I can show you how I'm setting up the products. But basically, in the code, you just need to give a list of Polar product IDs, and that's basically all you need. And they host the checkout page, and they have a really nice integration with BetterAuth. And like I said earlier, I use Discord for everything, and I have a dedicated channel anytime someone clicks on one of the pricing cards, if they're interested. And Polar has really nice webhooks where you can just get a notification anytime a new checkout is created. And that's basically it. I use Claude Code for everything. And once you kind of know how to set up a web app, it just becomes much quicker. There's something cool I wanted to show you also. So look at this waveform. Check, check, 1, 2, 3. You see how it kind of adapts to my speaking. Let's see how that works. That's just a HTML canvas. I'm not gonna lie, kind of vibe coded. But yeah, check it out right now. Twinspeak.ai. Break it. Roast me, and leave a comment down below if you're interested in me maybe making a template for the SvelteKit Cloudflare hype stack. And I'll see you guys in the next video.